Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today our lesson is a bit unusual, but it's not the type of lesson that we've been having for the past couple of days. And I am hoping that Allah Esa, I can continue this way. So let's get into the class. So on this lesson, we are going to talk about content format. Then I'll give you app suggestions that I use, apps and websites that I use to create content. Then we are going to talk about content pillars. Then content ideas. I'll show you how you can get content ideas, and then I'll give you assignment at the end of the class. So when we talk about content formats that we are allowed to post on Instagram, we have a single post. This can be either video or a single picture. Then we have carousel post. These are maybe pictures that you post at once, like posting more than one picture at a time in a single post. You can post from 2 to 10 pictures. If you post one picture, it makes it a single post. But when you post 2 to 10 pictures, it makes it a carousel. And then you can post 10 pictures or maybe 10 videos, or you can have a combination of both pictures and videos in a single post. Then the next is IG video and IGTV. Although IGTV is literally dead, IGTV is that type of video that you post that is lengthy, that is very lengthy. It can be up to hours. I think it can be up to hours, or maybe that kind of 50 minutes. It's usually long. Yeah, it can be up to hours. Then IG videos are videos that are more than 1 minute, because if it is less than 1 minute, you can post it as a real video, reels video. And reels videos, I think they start from 15 seconds. The length starts from 15 seconds to up to 1 minute long. Anything longer than that, it will cut. And then currently, reels are the type of content, they are the content format that gets the highest reach. So if you want to grow your visibility on Instagram, reels is your best bet. And then if you cannot post reels, then create video formats, or maybe you should create carousels. Kungani, like Instagram wants people to spend more time looking at your content, looking at your post. It's a picture or it's a video. So when you have a carousel, people will take time swiping, and the longer they take to swipe that picture, the higher effect, the more effect it will have on your page. Then the next is IG stories. IG stories are very powerful. They are useful when you want to nurture your audience, because mostly people that get to see your stories are the people that are currently following you. So when you want to build a connection with your audience, when you want to show them your personal life, when you want to show them what you go through every day, you don't go ahead and post them on your feed. So that is where IG stories come in. I like IG stories, and we can go casual on IG stories, just like our WhatsApp stories. Like, you can post almost everything, almost anything on your IG stories. Then we have IG lives. So literally, IG live is when you come and record a video of yourself talking to your audience. At that moment, it is, as you are recording, it is posting, it is live. That is IG live. Let's move on. Then the apps that I use recently, I've been getting a lot of attention uh, to my graphics. People have been asking me in the DMs, if so other social media managers that are like that have a very good reputation have been like, I have been asked a lot of times on how I make my my graphics on Instagram. And the secret is I use Canva. Although I don't even feel like my graphics are good enough, but still people have been talking to me about my graphics. So Canva is the app that I use. Then for photo editing, although I don't normally edit photos like that, I'm not very good at editing pictures. But when I do, I use Lightroom and Snapseed. These people should stop sending me messages. I beg. Then stock images. Stock images are those images that you can use for free. You can download them over the internet. You can use without having to face any copyright issues, and you don't have to pay for them. So you can get them on splash.com, kokumapixels.com. You can download tons of pictures that you can use. And then there's another very powerful tool that I use, which is the remove.bg. It removes the background of those images. So when you want to use maybe a picture that you got from on Splash Kokuma Pixels, you can simply remove the background from using remove.bg. Then you can import it to your Canva app, and then use it either on your carousel or on your post on your normal graphics. I will show you how to use all these softwares, inshallah. Then there is color pick. I think I we talked about this earlier when we were talking about brand colors. Then for video editing, I use InShot. There are other apps that I know that are very good. I know I see people are using them, but I haven't really tested them. Apps like Vimeo, it is a powerful tool for editing videos. Then the next topic is content pillars. So content pillars, we have two types of content pillars basically. There are primary content pillars, and then there are secondary content pillars. So the primary content pillars are the main topics that you want to talk about in your content. You can create all your content around 3 to 5 content pillars as a brand, whether you are a social media brand, or you are a product based brand. Maybe you sell food or you sell clothes. Your content pillars should not be more than 5, because when your content pillars are more than 5, you tend to lose focus. You tend to look confused. Kungani. So examples of these content pillars are educational, engaging, entertaining, inspirational or motivational, and then promotional. Let's see what these type of content pillars are. There are other types of content pillars too, but these are the ones that I feel like are very relevant. So the first type of content pillar that we have on the list is educational. So you use this type of content when you want to educate or enlighten your audience or followers, and they include guides, tips, tutorials, how to's, etc. You teach people how to do things related to your business. Don't go and teach something that does not concern your business on your page. Or maybe you are managing somebody's page and you are teaching something else on that page. I beg, don't go and do that. It is very wrong. You will look confused. And then examples of these educational content pillars are maybe how to make shawarma for the food vendors. Maybe if you are managing a food page, you can create content around how to make shawarma, or maybe how to add toppings on cakes, or something like how you can take care of your fabrics if you are managing a fabric vendors page, or maybe a fashion page. And then you can also create content on how to identify fake gold earrings for those of you that are going to manage jewelry pages, depending on the type of business you are managing, sure. And then you can always teach something about your business. See, this is the type of content that I think is universal. It should be universal, because when you create educational type of content, people tend to see you as an authority. People see you as somebody that knows what they are doing. When you teach people something, they especially when they don't even know that thing. See, and when you want to create educational content, don't say maybe this is too simple, maybe this is common sense. A lot of people already know this. No, like, don't assume that. A lot of people are clueless. A lot of people are so dumb that they don't know the basic things. So when you're managing people's page, you should try as much as possible to create this type of content. Teach them something, teach your audience something, because they will see you as somebody that knows what they are doing, and then they are likely to come to you when they have any problem, and that will give you a chance to market your products or service to them. And then we have the engaging content. These are contents that you create when you want to spark engagement, when you want to establish a connection between you and your audience. They include contests, giveaways, Q&As, polls, and there's this type of sticker that people have been using lately, which is the adios sticker. It is also an engaging type of content, because people people engage with Abung, people engage with the post with that type of content. People try to replicate the content, or maybe they try to comment their opinions, or maybe they like they tend to like those pictures, those contents, or maybe they share them to their own followers. So types of engaging content include content contests. Maybe you say uh, maybe you are creating a contest about maybe your brand. Maybe you ask people to answer questions. So whoever wins the question, you get to maybe share them on your story, or maybe on your feed post, and then you tag them as the winner without even having to give them something like something of monetary value, without you even having to give them that. It is it creates engagement. Then giveaways. So the difference between giveaways and contests mostly is, for giveaways you tend to give something of monetary value, something that is valuable, either in form of money, or maybe or your products, or maybe something, just something that you have to spend money to give people. Then Q&As, maybe you tell people to ask you questions, then you respond to those questions, as simple as that. Okay, let's move on to the next type of content pillar, which is entertaining content. So these are contents that are supposed to amuse your followers, they are supposed to entertain them, and they are mostly funny videos or memes. And you can use short videos, meme pictures, a behind the scene picture or video, trendy music. I would suggest you use reels for this type of content pillar, because reels tends to have more reach, and people like entertaining content. But don't be too entertaining. Don't shift your focus entirely to creating entertaining content that you forget what your main purpose is on your page. Kungani, like, you cannot be a social media manager and then all your contents are just maybe funny videos. Nobody will take you serious. Then inspirational content. So as a social media manager, I think you can create can, as a social media manager, or maybe social media coach, that maybe somebody like me, I can create inspirational content, I can create motivational content, something that maybe that sparks I what thing yeah good. You can just create inspirational content, something that motivates your audience to do something, something that maybe even something that show them that they can do something, or maybe they are not alone. You understand now? Let me see what I have here. So they include success stories. For example, as a social media coach, I can tell you that I have made so amount of money since I started my social media management um, business, and that is inspirational. People like you will see it, and maybe you would start to admire the results. You would start to tell yourself that this is the kind of results that you want to get for yourself. And then maybe quotes. I might decide to share quotes of successful people like Bill Gates and maybe Elon Musk and people like that. Or maybe before and after. I can share you my life before I started social media management, and then my life now as a social media coach. So these are all type of inspirational content. Then the next we have is promotional content. This is the type of content that 99% of people on Instagram are making. Why you Allah? I'm losing focus. Okay, let's get back on track. Sorry. Oh. So yes, promotional contents are the type of contents that most online entrepreneurs who are clueless are posting. See, I am not saying you should not post your product through. So before I even tell you this, promotional content is anything that you post to advertise your business directly. Like maybe you are selling clothes and you post clothes every single day, every single time you are just posting clothes, you are just posting your products. So those type of products, those type of content are called promotional content. But there is a way that you can use it. When you sell something, you don't you don't create your content every time around that thing that you are selling. Kungani, for example, as a social media manager, when I post every single day that people should come and hire me as a social media manager, like all my posts are talking about how people are going to should hire me as a social media manager. That is promotional content, and it is wrong to post promotional content every single time. But it is also wrong not to post promotional content, because what are you selling? If you are not posting promotional content, then what are you selling? And then types of promotional content are, let's say you are going to create a promotion, like you are going to create you want to make more sales during a seasonal period. For example, let's say during Salah period, you want to make more sales, then you create a promotional content. You post your products and maybe you give discounts, you give offers, maybe you offer free delivery, stuff like that. People, even all the things that you include that will entice your audience to take action to buy, in order to buy your products or service. So that is promotional type of content. So I have an example of content pillars for you guys, like an example of the mix of content pillars, like how you can select content pillars and maybe create content around them. So I decided to pick a food business, like a food brand. Let's say as a food vendor, maybe you are managing somebody's page, somebody that is into food business. Then you decide that your content pillars are educational, promotional, and engaging content. So when you want to create educational content, you may create content on how to style cakes. For example, if you are managing a cake business, or maybe you can share bad eating habits that people have, that is maybe not healthy. Then you can maybe talk about healthy fruits or benefits of eating a certain type of food for the body, like just something that people don't normally know, that you want to show them, you want to tell them. Even if they know, when you post those type of content, people tend to see you as somebody that is knowledgeable about his own field, and that is a very good uh, reputation. Even like that is good for your reputation. Then promotional content, this may include seasonal bonanza. I don't know if bonanza is the right word, sure, but you get like things like Black Friday sales, or maybe Ramadan offers, or Eid discounts. All these are type of promotional content. Then engaging, you need to have a strategy for engagement, and that is why engaging type of content is almost a must, Shima, just like educational. So engaging content may include contests, Q&As, ask the audience, and etc. So now let's talk about secondary pillars. So the primary content pillars that we talk about, let's say they are subjects. Then these secondary pillars, they are topics under those subjects. An examples of secondary pillars include behind the scene videos. Maybe if you are a cake vendor, like you sell cakes, you now show people how you make those cakes. You record a video of you making one and then cakes, and then you post them on your stories or on your on your feed. Then you can share about your day, how your day went, because you are a human, like we are all humans behind our pages. So people want to see the human aspect, the human part of you, Fungani. It's not every day that you just be serious, you just be posting stuff about your business. Like you need to show them who is behind your page, how your day went, and how your day, like how your routine is, what your routine, your routine is. English is hard. So you can also share testimonials. These are also secondary content pillars. I think testimonials should fall under trust content pillar. The primary content pillar for testimonials should be trust, but I don't think I have trust in my in the primary content pillars that we talked about. But I think it's very important that you have them. You should share testimonials. You should share the feedback that you get from people, and then engaging questions. Obviously, this one it falls under engaging content pillar. Then the final one that I have is products your client sells. So obviously this one is promotional product, promotional content. Sorry, all the pictures, the fine pictures of your client's product, or maybe your product that you take and post with fine caption. So all these are the type of secondary pillars, and we have a lot of them, but these are the ones that I can think about currently. Then in this lesson, sorry, in this topic, I am going to tell you how or where to find content ideas. I think I will have a tutorial video and send to the group after this lesson. Then when you want to find content ideas, you start by identifying your goals. you you have to understand what it is that you want to achieve at a given period of time, because we have we are allowed to have different goals, Kungani. Like you should have goals, and you are allowed to have maybe more than one goal at a time. But then maybe you want to increase your followers, and you want to generate more leads, you want to collect numbers of people so that they can be viewing your stories, and maybe you can be sending them direct messages to advertise your products. That is lead generation. Then your goals can be to increase visibility so that you get more reach, and then to increase followers, to get clients or leads, etc. So for example, let me give you an example. If you want to increase visibility, and we all know that reels are the type of content that are getting more reach, you want to reach as many people as you can. Then if your goal is to increase visibility, then you should be using reels, you should be making more reels type of content. When you want to increase followers, you should be creating educational type of content, because when people follow you and they get to benefit from a post that you make that has taught them something that they did not know before, then they are likely to follow you so that they don't miss uh like more information like that. I hope I am making myself clear. Then when you want to get clients or leads, you post testimonials, you post your reviews, your feedbacks, what other people are talking, what other people are saying about you. I hope you're understanding. Okay, so now let's go to where you should find these content ideas. The first place that you should go to find content ideas is Ask the Public. I am going to create a video on how you should use Ask the Public to find content ideas, and then Google Trends. Google Trends too is a very good tool. It shows you what people are searching, even how many, like even how frequent people are searching for a specific topic. Kungani. Then Instagram, we have hundreds, if not millions, of social media people. Some of them are in Nigeria and some of them are abroad. You should follow these people, understand what type of content they are posting. I am not saying you should go and copy them directly, but understand what they are talking about. When you understand it, then you make it in your own words, and then you recreate that type of content. It is not stealing. It is not stealing. You are simply getting knowledge from them and then passing that knowledge to your own audience. Then YouTube, we have tons of YouTube creators that are social media guys, and I have learned a lot on YouTube. I am still learning. If I show you my playlist on YouTube, zaku maki. I have I have close to, I have thousands of videos in my playlist. Though some of them I barely even have time to watch because I am very busy. But the first place I go when I want to to get knowledge on social media yanzu is YouTube. And when you want to create content, I normally go to YouTube or Instagram. Then Pinterest. So Pinterest too is a platform, is a social media platform that you go there and you see people talking about topics, and then you get content ideas from there. And then Quora, I think people come to Quora to ask questions, then other people will now see the questions and then they will reply them. So when people ask questions on Quora and you see other people replying them and you are convinced that those answers are correct, you can now go ahead and create content around those questions and those answers, especially when it relates to your audience, to your own page. Then I have an assignment for you people. If you truly are understanding what I have been talking about, what I have been shouting on, then I want you people to go and have like 3 content pillars. Go through those content pillars that I gave you. You can find 3 of them that you think are relevant for you as a social media manager. What type of content should you be creating? What type of content pillars should you be creating your content around? Kungani, it can be educational. I don't want to give you tips, Sha. Just go and do it. I want to be able to assess you. Then you should come up with an educational content. I told you, whatever you are doing on Instagram or on social media, educational content pillar is a must. You must create something that teaches your audience something. So as a social media manager, as you can see my page, I have a lot of educational content. When you go to Mab Academy's page, when you go to Mariam Beach's page, when you go to Business with Ramadan's page, you'll see educational type of content. So I want you to go and do your little research and come up with an idea of what you want to teach people in a single post, or maybe in whatever format of content that you want to use, and then you are to submit this assignment, please, tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.